I guess, don't need to have a treasurer's report or a legal counsel report. And so so the next item on the agenda then is nomination and election of officers. So I know you've stated your preference, but I mean, I think we'll at least put it out there for discussion if someone thinks that we ought to fill those slots at this convention. The next item on the agenda is there a nomination or a nominee for someone who wants to be nominated for party secretary?
Do we have a discussion as to what the responsibilities are?
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll even do better than that. I'll go to the bylaws. They are spelled out there in the bylaws.
Let me tell you quickly. I'll let him tell you what the bylaws are, but let me tell you what the secretary's been doing, and I need somebody to help. The secretary has been sending out a monthly newsletter. They've been keeping track, of course, he's been keeping track of what we're doing. He's been running the Facebook page. He's been keeping a list of not only members but contacts. As I say, we get 5 or 6 new members or new contacts a week. The last couple of weeks I've been writing them little notes on my own. Until the last couple of weeks, I've been just forwarding them to our secretary to put on our list and send out the stuff to. We need somebody to keep track of our contacts, and we need somebody to communicate with them. And that's really the job. And in the last few weeks without one, I've been just about going nuts.
Here's from the bylaws. So the secretary keeps the minutes and records of all party conventions and meetings of the executive committee and central committee. The secretary will report at conventions concerning such party activities as the central committee or chair directs. The secretary will make such reports as required by law to the state of Utah. The secretary will provide in writing the names of all party officers, delegates, and candidates to at least one general circulation newspaper within Utah, one news service, as well as the National Libertarian Party headquarters, and the chair for forwarding to the appropriate state political entity within 5 calendar days after their election. And reading that does remind me that in the past we've had to, like, I think when Zach Terry was our secretary, we had to go chase him down to say, Zach, you need to tell the lieutenant governor of our nominees so we are in compliance with our own bylaws. There are those, if we for some reason didn't comply with our bylaws, they could disqualify our candidates conceivably. So we want to try to follow our own rules. So, I mean, given that, it kind of tells me, now we have the ability to appoint, so if there are vacancies, the SEC can appoint people to fill those slots. And I'll draw that in. My vision is that actually our Libertarian Party, I mean, as the information age kind of expands, it becomes less and less relevant to have a party doing a lot of stuff. But I mean, we do collect tax checkoff money. We do just kind of exist to run conventions, have DA liaison with the lieutenant governor's office, maintain ballot access. But then the candidates can really kind of run their campaigns these days, or network that way. We can be kind of a clearinghouse for information. But I mean, my idea is that a statewide party would be less and less relevant over time. I mean, the job is really kind of what you want it to be at the end of the day, I think. But I mean, if we think we have people who are willing to be filling the secretary's spot, it'd be nice to get that nail at least for this convention. But if you're also just interested in want to think about it, maybe talk to someone, report to me, can I devote a little time to doing this? Then at least make your interest known to Andy and those, so they can nominate you or pick you. So does that answer your question? So having said that, do we have any nominees for party secretary? Do you want to be it? Do you want to be nominated, Sean?
I would be interested in having a discussion with you guys later.
Okay.
And make sure that I understand what's going on before you're involved here.
I've been party secretary before.
Thank you, Sean. We'll talk.
I have no help in either of the positions. It's just I want to make sure that it's something I can do.
Okay. It really doesn't have to be over.
And we are down to about 6 or 8 people now, so.
Okay. I can see it here. All right. Yeah. Yeah.
But now there's additional requirements in terms of the FEC reporting
so, are there any, so there's no nominees for secretary, so, okay. Are there any nominees for treasurer, which is the other vacant spot? No one there either? Okay.
3.5
So,
hour
oh, wait,
drive.
Erin Partridge is back. Sorry.
3.5 hour drive each way.
Yeah. Erin,
We got our meetings in Cedar City, would you come there? I ain't coming there.
sorry, Erin, you had a question. Did you want to nominate someone, or express your interest in
I'll
it?
volunteer if it's,
Oh, so Erin, you're offering to be volunteer as party treasurer.
yes.
You will volunteer to be party treasurer?
Yes,
I nominate you, what the hell?
Okay.
Do you know how to write checks?
yes.
Okay.
Great.
One politician doesn't know how to write checks.
I've already written some checks for my campaign, why not?
Okay. Well, great. So Erin Partridge is nominated then for treasurer. Anybody else?
I was gonna say, he's got a couple extra treasures in the process.
I nominate you, but you're registered yet.
Okay.
You're not terribly anxious to get back into, are you?
I'm willing, but I don't know if I'm the best candidate.
That's the way I am, but it was up there.
Listen, if Aaron has the enthusiasm, I'm fine.
Okay. Just there's you have to make sure that we're filing reports with the state. I think Andy. So under state law, the chairman is the official state liaison. But I know we have a reporting requirement from the state. But
And it's only like twice a year, and it's at the end of the year, so.
Okay.
And you live in Salt Lake Valley, so I know you guys can coordinate. So
Right.
Okay then. So there's a candidate nominated, Treasurer Erin Partridge. Any further nominations? And I guess there's a motion to accept the nomination. Is there a motion out there? So, okay, I heard that. And is there a second to that?
Second.
Second. Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Okay. So we've elected a treasurer.
Thanks, Nick.
So that's good. Thank you, Erin. Yeah.
Welcome.
All right. We are.
Chelsea and Jake will take care of the secretarial